One. What's up, everybody? Once again, the Chop Shop, live and in your area.
You know.
Today we have a very special guest. We're honored from 4th and Long with Michael Irvin. We're honored with Coach Joe Avezzano, former special teams maven for the Dallas Cowboys.
That's right.
He was the only 3-time special teams coach of the year in NFL. Is that correct, Coach?
That's what I'm told.
I feel you.
Yeah.
He consistently kept those cats on the deck.
That's just one of the good things.
That's just one of the good things. Okay.
Well, you know, coaches do have their bad side.
Yeah. So, and he also kept the special teams unit there while his time in Dallas. He kept them at the top. I mean, you can look at those 90s Cowboys, you know, and see that, you know, they were hard-hitting, and they stayed at the top consistently, statistically, with a punt return, kick return, coverage, all that.
I think that the thing that I always tried to emphasize was the how to do something.
Right.
The proper technique of teaching a player how he could do something to allow him to be successful in what he was attempting to do. And I've always found that it was, people say, well, how do you motivate millionaires? How can you do that? I've always told them that, look, if you can stand up in front of a group of men and tell them how you can help them be successful and therefore continue their career that they know is short-lived to begin with, then they'll play as hard as any high school guy you ever saw.
That's right.
And because if they buy into what you're saying, they will just play their heart out. I always concentrated on the how-to and to put them in position to be successful. Now, over the years, there's no question, and I think ESPN has the most to do with this, because during the course of a game on the sideline, there could be a play on the field, and you can actually hear guys on the sideline commenting, "Oh, that'll be on ESPN later," or that's a post-game ESPN, whatever they wanted to say, and it just became, okay, making a tackle wasn't good enough. You had to make a hit that would get you noticed in the highlight reels and everything that the TVs would show. And I think this has hurt the game.
Right.
In terms of the technical aspect of playing the game soundly, I think you'll see more missed tackles because of this aspect. And it's just the way it is right now. And if coaches try to combat that, but it's hard because it's part of the present day philosophy or present day culture.
Right.
And I find the NFL to be very hypocritical about all this.
Speak on it, Coach. Speak on it. This is what I want to hear.
Yeah, well, no, I think it's extremely hypocritical because they make rules and penalize and fine guys for a certain way of hitting,
Right.
hits in the head and so forth. And we certainly understand that. We want to be safe as we're playing this tough, violent game.
That's right.
And so they fine guys, they suspend guys, they do things like that to help protect guys. But then when some of their best selling product is the big hit reel.
Right.
Yep.
That's right.
They're promoting that. When you watch a pregame intro on TV into the ball games, a lot of times you'll see a montage of big, solid, violent hits
Right.
that are really spectacular. And then you'll go to the ball game, and a guy will make one of those, and he'll get fined $25,000.
So do you think the NFL is becoming, the
NBA?
or somewhat of like a flag league in a sense that, and I hear your hypocritical point with the NFL being that, they tell you, hey, you know what, you didn't show what's the word for it? You just show sportsmanship, you celebrating after the guy got a first down, but you made a big hit and you're dancing and stuff. You still got to be on the field, and yet, they penalize the guy, but also they show
they package
the highlight.
that,
Well, they sell violence, but yet they penalize violence. And
good point.
To me, that doesn't make sense. And I understand safety of the players. Everybody understands that. Any player, any coach that's ever been around, there are rules that can help the safety of a player.
Yes.
But the game, there's no question that the bigger, faster, stronger athletes of today have also led to this, because the additional speed and the additional force that's involved with more speed and the strength and so forth, the hits, the players are more capable of big-time hits, and so it's harder to legislate the game than it was in the past. And so there's a real balance there that has to try to be maintained. I'm not saying it's an easy job, but I don't like when the NFL sells the big hits,
right,
and then criticizes the players for making the big hit.
Cool, I feel you.
Because it's hard in a split second. It's hard to determine if you're going to hit the guy in the number or in the shoulder.
Right.
It's a quick-paced, fast, violent game, and so I think there's a lot of hits that are penalized that are by no means intentional or anything like that, and I don't know how you legislate it, but I don't like the fact